How you doing, folks? Rick here with Double Portion. We're going to give you a little video which is a little bit different from what you guys are used to, my rock crawling stuff. But what we have here is we had a fuel tank out of a 2009 with fuel tank issues, and nowhere can we find good information on what the fuel tank. It incorporates the fuel senders left and right, the fuel pump, and a whole bunch of stuff. So we were having issues with one, and we replaced it. It took care of it, so we decided to take the old fuel tank apart. It wasn't letting the driver's side fill with fuel, so we cut it up to see what exactly and try and understand it. So here it is. So here is what is inside this thing. We got we got two fuel pressure regulators. We got the this assembly right here that the fuel pump goes into, so it's not actually sitting in the tank. It is separate. It goes all the way over here through a bunch of hoses and stuff, and this is the driver's side fuel gauge, jet siphon pump, which feeds the passenger side. Actually, it doesn't feed the tank, it feeds the pump. So it is really weird just the way they got all this stuff set up. So here it is. Hopefully this will help somebody. And I got this all cut up, so we're going to yank it out and take a look at what's going on with it. Okay, so here we go. It's out of the tank. Let me turn it over, we can kind of see maybe what's happening here. So the nearest we can tell, the jet siphon pump from the driver's side is operated by the fuel pressure regulator. It has two fuel pressure regulators. The pressure regulators are fed off of the hose that goes to the fuel pump, or comes out of the fuel pump as pressure. It goes to this back T that goes to both fuel pressure regulators. This top pressure regulator here goes to the car out of that hose right there. So it comes out of the pressure regulator to the car. The other pressure regulator feeds, it goes to this hose right here, which goes through this siphon pump, which goes through this hose right here, which fills up the chamber for the fuel pump. Now the other thing that is tied in here, which is really kind of baffling, is this T here that comes out of this assembly, which we're trying to figure out what that is. So it's coming out of here, what it looks like. We got fuel pressure, because the fuel pressure is coming from the fuel pressure regulators, coming out of this one, the bottom one. Comes through here, feeds here, it also feeds this, and then it goes to this hose, which goes all the way over to the passenger side siphon pump, which we're suspecting from the angle it feeds it going through this side right here, which in turn feeds up where the fuel pump goes. Complicated, but obviously it worked. The car had 180 some odd thousand miles on it. So the only thing that we can't figure out is what this is right here. I mean, it seems to be melted a bit, cut. I know nobody was in there because you can't get to this side, but that's the only odd thing that we see there. Then we have this right here, which I'm not 100% sure what that does. It looks like it almost has a hole in the top of it right here, but I'm not positive. So, there we are. Okay, here we are. I'll put it back together. So, in other words, we can find no reason why this is the fuel inlet down here. It fills the tank, it gets to this high, and then it starts flowing over the saddle right there, and then fills the other tank. So there is no reason why fuel cannot flow over that tank. So we even had the vent disconnected, and still we had fuel. It would only take about 7 gallons, 6 gallons. So this is where we are. Hopefully this will help somebody, because we were totally confused in trying to find information and understanding just what kind of magic they had going on in here. So there you are. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. You'll find most of my videos on RC cars, but here we are. Thank you. God bless. Bye.